Welcome to the Slice and Spice podcast. Try to be more energetic.
6 sleep dart. Killer moves. Killer Keemstar. Was that like that? Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, you know.
Welcome to the
There we go.
Slice and Spice podcast.
There we go.
I'm your host, Dekil, with my co-host, Evie.
Maybe too much.
Ah.
You know? Yeah, maybe there's like a balance.
Tone
there,
it down?
You know? Yeah.
All right. That's better, yeah?
That's the way you're speaking. It's just not normal. All right.
All right.
How are you today? Oh, hell yes. Fine. Fall? It's fall, yes.
It's
fall
fall.
afternoon.
It's such a weird
Sunny
sentence.
Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah, because we're in LA right now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yes. The mating call.
Welcome to the Slice and Spice podcast. I'm your host, Dekil, with my co-host, Evie. And we shall
You
get...
almost got your name wrong. Nice.
What?
You almost got your name wrong. That was impressive.
I'm like, yeah. Because I don't know
It's
how
hard
to...
remember your own name.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Listen,
feel
I don't know how to
you.
enunciate... I don't know...
Many 80-year-old people struggle with
Shut up. Let me speak. I just don't know how to enunciate my name in English.
Huh?
We'll get into that later. Anyways,
Okay.
let's get right into the review.
Yes. So, we decided to watch and review Saving Private Ryan.
20 years a bit late, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I want to check.
Probably-
when this came
probably,
out and shit.
A very long time.
Let's see. All I know is by Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg is the director of the movie.
Yes.
The movie is a World
Holy
War II fictional movie, but based on
A true story.
it's
Kind of,
it's
right?
based kind of on a true story. It like the concept of it, and it really kind of shows the Battle of D-Day, the landing of Normandy, and also they show that there's like this principle was of where the government was trying to, if like a family of like many like brothers were sent to the war and then
Mhm.
like all of them died, and they
Yeah.
wanted always to return, like they wanted to return at least one son
Is that
home.
is that a real thing?
Apparently it's a real thing.
Really?
That I think, yeah.
Huh.
There was somebody, they actually, I mean, based on
No,
the story.
I know
yeah.
I know there's been like it's happened here and there, but I wonder if in general, like.
I don't know if they enforced
know,
it
yeah.
like extremely, but it happened.
So the movie came out on October 5th, 1998.
All right, so
23 years ago.
23 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're having a little Gen Z take on this review.
I guess so.
I'm joking. But you want to get into what I thought about the movie?
Yes. Tell me what you. Okay, first thing, the opening scene, which lasts like 10-15 minutes, which is not the opening scene, technically the second scene,
Oh, okay.
where they invade
D-Day.
Normandy, the beginning of D-Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like long. It's like 10-15 minutes. It's like a long scene. It's very very intense. What
Mm-hmm.
do you think?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It's
Absolutely.
like apparently like very realistic. There's like a
Yeah.
lot of I don't know what you call them, like reports, I guess, about like veterans going to see the movie and leaving in the beginning, because during that scene.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently it was very I think it was like one of the more realistic scenes of like
Yeah.
in a war movie.
I think it was very. I think it was perfect. Like honestly, I can say, like, obviously it's a very gruesome scene. Really, like, it kind of shocks you.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just done perfectly. Like, it just captured everything, like the chaos. Like, you don't know, like, you yourself as a viewer, you have no idea what the hell's going on. You don't know.
It's just a shit show.
Yeah, it's just a shit show, and it's like this, like when you're thinking about it, like, this was not planned. the right way, and like there's total chaos, and no one knows what the hell's going on, and you yourself don't know what's going on. I think it just encaptured it perfectly in a kind of an orderly way, so it still kind of fits, makes sense as a movie.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. And really was like just like gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it was real. It was
And
real.
it was long. Like
Yeah.
scenes are in that. Like it's a long scene. It's they stay on D-Day on like the opening invasion. Like they stay on it for a while.
Yeah. And I thought that was. Yeah, I thought that was. I just thought it was a good scene with all that stuff.
Yeah, it was intense.
And there was that part where after the Americans start to like capture the beach, there's a part where like these two Germans like they're like raise their arms and say they surrender.
Yeah, and they just shoot them.
And then you just shoot them.
Yeah.
And I thought that was an interesting.
I mean, there's a lot of there's a few like moments in that throughout the movie. There was I don't remember like any of the names, but the medic who was killed when they ambushed the machine gun guy. If you know what I'm talking.
Yeah.
About. They wanted to kill him.
Yeah, they wanted to kill him.
Tom Hanks' character he lets him go.
Yeah.
But I mean there was a ton of instances of that in the war. You know, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does. I just think it was nice that they included that side of like kind of that dark side of the whole war.
Also, they also showed, for example, they had there was another scene with runners who had to go back and forth to send messages, and you see an American runner getting killed, and then the Germans continuing to shoot the body to make sure he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the soldiers, the American ones, was like, he was mad about it. He's like, what are they doing shooting the body? And then one of the other American soldiers, I think again it was Tom Hanks, was like, we do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure the messages don't get across. So I think you're right. I think they did a really good job of showing when you're like I think it's pretty obvious, but sometimes they get it's lost that even when you're quote unquote the good guys in a war, you still do like some really fucked up shit.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the day, it's all really, really fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. True that. I think that was one of the points, like the main things they tried to like show in the movie, which I really appreciated. Maybe have second thoughts about what when I go into the army.
Yeah.
But not like a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I wonder that. I really wonder with because even soldiers warfare has changed a lot.
Yeah.
And even if it hadn't, like, D-Day is, I think, considered one of the, like, it's a messed up day, bro. It's like you were saying before how it seemed like it wasn't planned or whatever. Like D-Day was like very, very, like, they planned a lot, and like obviously shit still goes wrong. Like,
yeah.
From what I understand, like they say in the movie too, and I've seen in other movies, like the paratroopers, they were fucking dropped all over the place. Like I'm pretty sure like that, for example, was like a big shit show in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's just so much stuff that went into it, and like obviously it worked, right?
Yeah.
But like it's still there's just so much just so many people still die, and it's still such a shit show even if you do things well.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. It's powerful.
Yeah.
Very, very powerful.
You know something I learned about D-Day?
What?
There was a Netflix like 10-part series kind of like a documentary about World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And they had one about D-Day, and basically before they attack the Germans, usually when you start a battle or before you have an invasion, it's very obvious that you're gonna invade.
Yeah.
Right, because you can see the troops lining up, and you intercept messages and all types of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So for D-Day, I don't remember where it was, but there was a different location, not too far off from.
In the beach, yeah, like a certain beach on France, right?
I think so. I think it was on France.
Mm-hmm.
where they acted like that's where they were gonna go,
Mm-hmm.
and they had fake tanks and fake soldiers at a different position. I think it was in Britain because I think they had to go from Britain to invade into France.
Mm-hmm.
And they had make tanks and stuff made out of foam. I think it was. They just basically had like a shit ton of props. They just basically made a ton of props and put them at a certain location to try to confuse the Germans and make them think they're attacking from point like B instead of the where they actually attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they also did I don't know if it's still like this, but there used to be some thing with you can basically confuse radar systems and make it seem like it's seeing a lot of like movement and I don't know whatever it is, tanks, planes, whatever. And so they used that in the same location to make it seem like they were coming from a different point, but like really they came from wherever the fuck D-Day was, from Normandy.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a lot of shit, but I mean you see in the movie it's still like even as well as you plan it, it's still a lot of it can go to shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
wild.
It is really wild. Into the movie, I thought it was interesting. I mean, they didn't really explain it. I'm assuming it's just PTSD, but the whole from the beginning, Tom Hanks, his hand was always been shaking.
Yeah, that's PTSD, 100%.
Yeah.
Or like some other, some mental ailment from all the wars and shit.
Yeah. Which I think it was very interesting how it's like the main. It's like basically a theme that's been going throughout the movie and kind of finishes it off. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean it shows like that all the scars of war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Which is nice. I like the transitions, especially from the graveyard to the barricades.
There's some beautiful like shots in the movie. Some really like when they pan over some stuff and it looks amazing.
When they pan over what, like for example after D-Day?
Yeah. Just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember what else they panned over. I remember when they pan over D-Day and then you see like a guy whose backpack had Ryan on it.
Oh, right, I remember that, yeah. I remember the first time I watched the movie, it was very confusing, that part.
Because, you're like, Ryan's dead.
Like, is the twist that he's just dead already and they're going to look for him the whole movie? I was really confused. Yeah.
It was it was interesting. The whole part with the government being like, we must save this guy, it was kind of weird. Like a lie, I'm like, this seems a bit too heroic. I don't understand why they're agreeing to this. This doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean? No, that's hold on. There's two different things here. Why they're agreeing to it is a totally different topic than why they're being ordered to do it. Why they are
not those soldiers, the government. Why the government agreed to this?
What do you mean? Why the government's the one that ordered this? What do you mean? Why the government?
Remember at the beginning, there's an argument. Like why? Like one of the guys is like, there's no point in doing this.
Well, yeah, obviously not everyone agrees.
And then the other guy convinces him using like Abraham Lincoln, and I don't understand how he convinces him.
I'm not saying it's not some like. There's no fallacy in the judgment. I get what you're saying. I mean, it's what Tom Hanks struggles with in the movie. There's a scene where he talks about it.
Yeah.
He's like, other missions I've been able to justify. Because then, like, if you do pure math, it makes sense. He's like, but here, I'm like, risking 9 lives to save 1 life. He's like, what's the point of this? Mm-hmm. Which I think is, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't understand. No, there's like a point in the movie where there's this general that like persuades this other general, but I just don't, like, he gives like this piece of information. I just don't understand how. Like, I don't understand what was his persuasion, like with the Abraham Lincoln.
I don't know.
Letter.
I don't really get it either. I know what you mean.
It's like Abraham Lincoln said sorry to this woman, and that's it.
I think it was just, I don't know, to build sympathy for the mother.
Mm-hmm.
I think was the point.
Yeah.
I mean, as the mother, that's devastating.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
You lose like 3 sons. You're like, you don't want to lose the last one. So.
Yeah. But that was yeah. But besides that, the movie was great. Like, I really liked. First of all, the shots were great. Transitions, D-Day, obviously. amazing. Afterwards, like the kind of like authenticity of it all was kind of like great. Just like there's a part, it was a really funny part. The one part where they go and he takes a guy who knows German and French.
Yeah.
Infamy.
Umfam.
Umfam. Right, he takes Umfam, and Umfam's all jittery and stuff.
Yeah.
And it kind of like shows that he hasn't like really fought in any wars or
Yeah, I mean,
anything.
he said he hadn't held a gun until his basic training.
Yeah. And then how he like the Tom Hanks character, I forgot his name.
Same.
The captain.
Yeah.
He tells his like the guy below him to like get like the team together.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy's like, I have some news for you. That you're going back, you're gonna have it in the ass or something. And he's like, I thought you liked it in the ass. Just like some funny shit, like it's just some funny stuff. I like it was like really like authentic. It just kind of felt very authentic to me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it was pretty funny. And then the whole journey, as the whole team are going, and you don't even like you don't have even enough time to like to really learn the characters, and they already start dying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They're like you're like really just think you're getting like it's kind of like sitting that cold truth on you, like this is what war is.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it also like how many people, like they lost a lot of people from their, I don't even know what it is, platoon, battalion, whatever the fuck it is, from their group, just from the invasion itself. Like he said, he had two people who spoke. It was either French or German. He's like, I lost both of them. That's why he had to go find Umfam.
Yeah.
You know, and there's also like a cold like reality to it. You know, where they're for the most part, where they're so used to it that they're like, they don't even. I don't think it's that they don't stop to think twice. It's like they don't have time to reflect on like, I lost both my guys who speak German.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They think more about the fact that they don't have anybody that speaks German than the fact they lost two guys in like in the heat of the moment. I mean, it's what they have to do.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, it's cold. It's cold.
It's wild. It's really wild.
Yeah, I really love just how it highlighted those parts of like the whole movie. Like this is what it is, bro.
It didn't glorify anything.
Yeah.
Also, like if like the kid they save, like he's not like amazing or like he's not like this super. You don't get this feel that he's like this super like you get the feel that he's like a normal, I don't know, like dude.
Yeah.
There's that scene he has with the captain, where the captain gives a story about his life, and then Ryan gives just a completely dumbass story about like him and his brothers, and then some ugly girl or something. And you can see Tom Hanks' character in that scene when he's telling his story. He goes like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What did we do? What did we do?"
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, it just, I loved it. Like, it wasn't, yeah, like you said, it wasn't glorified. The action was amazing. Love that shit. Wow.
I wonder how realistic it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, D-Day, I know, was supposed to be realistic.
I mean, I'm guessing it's fairly realistic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering though.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a few points I wanted to talk about. Like the whole first part, the Caparzo, the Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Him dying and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quick. I was like, wow.
I was like, wow, that was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
and then like him, just because he like grabbed the woman, like this child.
Well, yeah, because he just went out in the middle of the. He wasn't any cover around him, and he just there was also just a sniper in like a really good position.
And then they had to like wait until he was shot down until he didn't get him.
Yeah, because you can't risk another life, but he was already dead by then. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was also like really cold. That was like damn, like the whole time I love like the whole like frictions and stuff, and how the captain, like no one knows like what he's from or what he did before the war.
Yeah.
And then like in like one of the climaxes, like, where like the whole squad seems like it's about to like,
yeah, the second in command pulls out a pistol.
Yeah,
he's like, get in line.
And like no one knows what the hell's going on.
He's like, what's my pool at? You're like, what?
And then Yeah, and in fact, he ends up being
An English teacher.
An English teacher, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. And he says, he's like, back home, everyone says that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It fits. And he's like, in here, nobody would ever guess that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do a really good job of showing how much war, like affects a person.
Yes. And then his sentence where it's like, every time he kills a man, he feels like he's getting farther from home. That was beautiful. Yeah. And that was awesome. There was another part. What I want to say. There's a part where that was funny. Oh, there was a part that was funny. There's the Jewish guy where he sees all the Germans.
I know.
Plus there's war. He's Juden.
Juden. That was good. That was.
I loved all the Jewish things. The guy.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Man, that was really good. That was really fun. I really like the unique personalities of each team of the members of the team.
They were definitely definitely unique.
Especially like how like they really see like they're all like also showing like this is America. This is like the fact like people from all across the country.
Yeah.
And like people of different nationalities and different religions. Like there was that really religious like Christian who was like
the sniper.
The sniper who kept like speaking voodoo before he shot.
Yeah, he would like say like a prayer or some shit. He's like, Lord, protect me from thy enemy. Pow!
Yeah.
Double collateral. Yeah.
And then there's the Jewish guy and also like how they gave him like Vin Diesel guy gives him a Hitler Young knife and he's like, this will be my new challah cutter.
Yeah, he said, but like in that sense he like breaks down after that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why he like broke. Like I didn't really get like the reason. Like
I think there's a lot of reasons.
I think
Number one,
D-Day.
He first of all, D-Day. Like it was a small like they finally got to the calm after the initial storm.
Yeah.
So you get to kind of process it, and I think also just like the Hitler's youth knife, like and he's Jewish. It just shows how fucked up it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's both the fact that it was just D-Day and also like it's just with him being Jewish and like seeing the like a Hitler knife,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what else? There was a great scene. I'm trying to think. Can't remember. I think find when they found Ryan. I like how when they found Ryan, it was it wasn't as dramatic as you thought. Like like they asked him what his names, each one says it, and then Ryan says it, and then the other guy says it, and then you're like, holy shit, that's Ryan. But like the movie is just kind of like kind of like goes over it like real quickly, and then like people realize.
And then they realize you're like, oh wait, fuck, yeah, that's Ryan. Do you like the scene where that one guy sits down and then it breaks down the wall and there's just a bunch of Germans there? You like that one?
Oh my god, that was hilarious. That was really funny, and like no one knew what the hell to do as well because people were like just aiming weapons and like.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Like, what do you do? Like, do you fire? And like, no one knows what to do, and then all of a sudden they just get mowed down.
Yeah, by the guys up above.
Yeah. And I think also that character was hilarious. That character where he's like, oh.
Yeah, he's like, my ankles. My ankles.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was very interesting. I love how they forced like the Ryan was like, I'm not ready to leave.
Yeah. I mean, he really didn't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of like showed that like. He was like saying like why do I get to go,
Yeah.
Gives me this
I don't think it's necessarily that he doesn't want to leave per se, but I think it's like I saw it more as he just felt like it wasn't fair. Like I think he felt more guilty, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To be like, while like everyone else who I've been with, through thick and thin right now has to stay, but I get to go home.
Yeah, I like that part. It was really nice. And then how the battle at the bridge was crazy.
That was dope.
That was crazy. It was really good. It was also very gruesome. There was like one guy who exploded himself
Yeah.
at the beginning, and also there you don't really understand like what like who's dying and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of
it's chaos.
It's chaos.
It's really all chaos.
Yeah, and then failed to save the Jewish guy, which really saddened me.
Yeah.
And then the guy just kind of like stares him down, and they just pass each other.
Yeah, Umfam just like runs away, right?
Yeah,
He's like a pussy.
he like hides, and then the end at the end where he doesn't shoot anybody after the Germans like they all pull up their hands and surrender. You've seen this probably. I mean,
I've seen it. Yeah.
yeah. After he like everyone pulls up their hands, like everyone like puts their hands up, the Germans surrender, like they finally won, like they won the bridge. And then Umfam realizes one of the guys who surrendered to him is the prisoner they led away.
Is it what?
Is the prisoner that they let go away. And then like Umfam just shoots him.
Yeah.
Which was I think was very it was like interesting to like to see how he was like what he did in that position where he knows he let somebody go away, and like he let a prisoner basically fight and kill his comrades.
Yeah, he essentially led to more deaths.
Yeah. Which was and then he shoots him in the end, which is funny.
Yeah.
Like not really funny, but it's just like
it's there's an irony to it.
Yeah, there's an irony to it. Like, you know, he clearly values life very much, but seeing that it just like disturbs him so much that like he pulls the trigger on him.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. And then at the end of the Tom Hanks, like he like because of just the stress of war and PTSD, he just kind of like loses his shit and can't he can't function properly, and he like basically dies.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, but I don't think that's why he died. Didn't he just get like shot?
He got shot. One of his fingers got shot, and then he's like, I have to blow up the bridge.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that was like the war getting to him. I think that was like, well, I don't know.
It was like
it was kind of both.
Yeah, it was kind of like it wasn't the reason he died. It just he couldn't really like fight for his life once he got shot. He was just like
he kind of accepted his fate.
I mean, I don't know. He was kind of have PTSD at that point. I don't know if he was accepted of his fate.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess you're right.
And then it kind of like shows you, like really, yeah, like this is war. And then he tells Ryan, earn it.
Yeah, that's big.
And then like basically Ryan survives, which is crazy. I love how they didn't kill that New York guy, dude. Love that guy. Love that guy. Ruben or something like that. Dude, Reiben. Dude, love that character. It's so New York as well, dude. That man just like New York, bro.
Brooklyn, man.
Yeah. I like that they didn't kill off his character. And how especially I love how the second in command guy he gets shot and he's like, fuck.
Like, shit.
Yeah, shit. I like how like each person's reaction to their demise, either it's instantaneous and some people, but each person has like their own way of like taking it in, which is very interesting. Like the Jewish guy was kind of like
I mean, he fought until the end.
Yeah, he fought until the end.
He was like, I am not going down.
And he was like begging like for him like for that not to happen. And then his death was very like his death was cold. His death was very cold. It was just like silence. And then there's the Caparzo who was like, shit, like please help me. And then the medic who was crying for his mom.
Yeah. That was earlier, but that was
Yeah. Who else?
There was Vin Diesel, who they just had to
Caparzo,
yeah. Yeah, they just had to wait it out and hope he survived.
Yeah. And each person kind of like had his own like this like how they deal with death, and it was very, very interesting, like each person's take on it. Like for example, like the second commander is like, fuck, I'm shot, gotta continue, you know, like, and just he's like on autopilot or something.
I mean, sometimes just like the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
So overall, the movie was great.
Phenomenal movie.
Phenomenal
movie.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I watched it, it blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this shit is amazing. It's a really, really good movie.
Yeah. The whole like the ending scene.
It's a hard thing. They do it well at the end too. It's a hard thing to live with, you know. In general, just going to war, and then in his case, like more specifically, knowing like all the sacrifice that went into like him having his own life.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing to live with.
Yeah. Which in the end it shows even after all the sacrifice that was made, like he still kind of like he like went on with his life, but he didn't really still go on. He still
part of him was left there.
Yeah, and he still like thinks about like, did I really live my life to the extent I should have for all the sacrifice that was made for me.
I mean, it's wild. I really don't know how you. I mean, some people don't ever, but like it's wild to think of, you know, people who are in those situations, and you know, eventually it ends, and they have to just have to go back, try to live normally again.
Yeah,
it's wild, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, it was crazy movie, crazy movie. Really, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I read about the accuracy. So there was like this one, like there wasn't, the accuracy of the movie was kind of like D-Day, kind of showing it off, and there was this instance where something like this happened, where there's 4 brothers, three of them got killed, and then once they realized that they basically wrote paperwork, like the 4th one was resigned from war, and they didn't have to like find him, he was ready. They knew where I think he knew where he was. He just resigned from war.
Oh, okay.
So I forgot what his name was, but but the concept was a bit like fiction. Like, it was a bit fictional, like the whole they're gonna save him, but
the mission was fictional. Yeah,
but I think it was really good. I just really good movie.
Yeah.
Can't say I was mad.
Right? Yeah. You happy?
Oh no, it was a great movie. Yeah, it was a great movie. I think
it's long too.
It was 3 hours. I think
it's almost like 2 hours and 40 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, it's a long.
It's crazy long.
It's a very long movie. Yeah, dude. I honestly want to see more war movies. I haven't seen 1917.
1917, another really good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, there's more. Fury, I really liked. There's a series that I watched a few episodes. I never finished it. It's from like 2000 to around then, called Band of Brothers. And
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I probably even talked about
the scene where they free the Holocaust camps.
Oh, it's on there. I could be.
Yeah. I never. Nissan, our teacher, I think he showed us a.
It's supposed to be like a very, like a fairly like realistic what do you call it, like reenactment of war, and it starts with them in like in training. Goes from them training all the way to them in war, and then like through D-Day and stuff.
Wow. It's
I only watched the first like 3-4 episodes, but it was really good. And like a lot of like recognizable actors too. It's good, yeah.
Nice.
And then that one is based on a true story too, I think, because there was a scene there where there was a machine gun or something too as well there, and they took it down, and I read somewhere that the tactic they used to take it down, like the way they flanked them, whatever, was like textbook, and it was like an example they taught later in the military.
Really?
Like how to take down a machine gun or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, because they did it to a T.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's another one.
Dude, that's crazy. Love that.
Yes, sir.
Love that.
Trying to think, I don't know if there's any more. Those are the only ones I can think of. But there has to be more.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, there was American Sniper that we watched too.
Yeah, American Sniper was also,
which is really good. but that's a different type of war.
Yeah, that's also very gruesome. Very
It has its own problems because there it's like more like it's not like a full out like war. It's more like small and like happens a bit here in the city, and there's like a woman and you're like, is she pregnant or is she with a bomb? Like, it's a different type of fucked up in some ways.
Yes. Yeah, definitely both are fucked up.
Yeah, the war's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You ready to go in?
No. Probably. We'll see. But moving on.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you got for us?
Don't have anything. I thought I had something.
What happened?
I don't know. Where's my phone at? Was I not charging it? Oh, it's over there. I might have something.
Maybe bask in the knowledge of Guru Deco.
I swear I thought I had something.
What is it? Speak. Let your voice be heard.
All right. I have something to talk about.
Okay.
It happened quite a while ago. This is a little story. Unexplainable magic in the air.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of tension. Sexual no, I'm joking.
Go on.
All right. So what happened was I was from Sunday till Thursday was walking on the Israel Trail, Shul Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was walking. Okay. Basically, fast forward. I walk, and on Thursday, okay, my plan was, in retrospect, my plan was initially to return on Friday morning, to find someone to stay on Thursday night, sleep, and then return Friday morning. And then I was talking to people, and they're like, why don't you just go back Thursday night? Like Thursday, like just after you finish the trail. And I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Why don't I just do that? So, after a split second decision. Thank you. Split second decision.
English is hard.
Yes, okay. English is very hard. I decided to go home. I take a bus. And I go from Kfar Kish to Afula.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to Afula, and from Afula there's a bus straight back home. And as I get onto the bus,
you meet the love of your life.
I meet the love of my life. Except, I don't know it's the love of my life yet, okay? I see this, I'm about to get on the bus, and all of a sudden I see someone coming, like, we're in this Mirkazit. It's like this building where the buses are parked outside of.
Yeah.
So the guy comes outside of the building, and I look at this guy, and he looks at me, and this man, like I felt like I knew him. I felt like I've known him, and he looks at me too. Like it's mutual, and I'm like, do I know you from somewhere? And he's like, I don't know. I think I know you from somewhere. Like I don't know. And then so we start like chatting. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I have to like, I had some sort of force, like something above, something beyond. And so we get on the bus and we start chatting. And obviously, apparently we don't know. We haven't. I don't know.
You guys have no idea why you guys looked familiar to each other.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
No idea. He looked familiar to some kid that we used to be in our hangout group sometimes. His name is Yoni Brooks.
Okay.
He was in the religious group.
Yeah, I know who that is. Sounds familiar.
I told him this, and he's like, "Yeah, I know that guy. People have told me I look like him."
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that wasn't it. I feel like there was more to it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then we talked about like things like where we were, and like there's nothing, no connection between us,
mm-hmm.
which is interesting. But then again, I mean, he does know people I know because come on, we're from Ranana. We're both from Ranana. There's got to be some connection. Apparently, he's a year above us, and he's currently in he's like he was in yeshiva, and now he's half there, half home, which is interesting because I this man like very different from me, culture wise, very different, very very completely different, and. Yeah, it was just he just came back. I just came back from Shvili Sled. He just came back from Shvili Golan, which is a different trail. From the Hermon to somewhere to the end of the Galil. To the Kinneret, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I think it's like a 200 kilometer? No. Yeah. 200?
200? Really?
No, I don't think it's 200. I think it's like 150.
How big is like top to bottom? Like how much?
Is Israel?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, you want to hear another? I have another crazy story after this, actually.
Hit me.
All right, but anyways, we started talking, and basically, really nice lad.
Sorry.
All right.
Despite its small, about 470 kilometers north to south, and 135 east to west. Okay. Yeah.
So, I don't know. We started talking. We talk a lot. We talked for the whole bus ride. Okay. Basically, I met a friend. You know, it really just felt like love at first sight. Like I can't tell you what. It just felt like love at first sight. And even though he's very different from me culture-wise, very very far. We're both in very different parts, each in their own world. I just felt like a little click with him. You know. Apparently, also he went to a yeshiva with Boaz Hirschman.
Right. You told me, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. So it was interesting. It was very interesting. And like I just can't explain, you know? I can't explain what that was.
Have you seen him since?
No, I haven't seen him since. We had plans of there was plans of him joining me on the trail. Like we took each other's phone.
Okay, yeah.
But because of my shin splint, that never happened. I thought about actually hanging out with him, but I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, cool lad.
Be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. It is. Yeah. And when I came home, I had to let people know I met the love of my life tonight. Yeah. Pretty funny.
When's the wedding?
When's the wedding?
Yeah.
Dude. First, I gotta convince myself I'm gay.
Oh, okay.
And then I gotta convince him.
Interesting that you have to convince him that you're gay when you.
I have to convince myself.
Yeah, when he's the love of your life. It's an interesting.
Listen, I'm in denial here.
The human mind it's complicated.
Yes,
I understand what you're saying.
It's very complicated. Yeah, but that was interesting. I have another story.
Okay.
Which is very crazy. Okay, so I was in the Israeli. This is right before the last week I was traveling. I got to this pool, like I'm on the trail, and then I'll like this morning, and in the noon I get to this pool. I think it's called a pool. What do you call a mayan in English?
I don't know. Not exactly a pool, but yeah, just sure. Say a small lake. Just say not really a lake, but
natural occurrence of a.
What do you call it? There's a fucking word for it. It's not an oasis.
No. All right, if you want to search that up for us.
Google. What do I even search?
Right. That Mayan in English. Dysmorphics, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. It is a spring. It says.
A spring. Ah, yes. Nice, a spring. So we get to a spring, and there's like there's people there, some people there, and I'm just chilling there, and there's other people, and I talk to them. But all of a sudden, there's this guy that comes. Okay, this guy who comes on this bike, and he comes and he's just I don't know. This man's very confident. He's just like, excuse me, can someone take a video of me? I'm about to jump in. I'm about to get into this pool.
With the bike?
No, about the bike. He got off his bike, and he's like, I need this to be perfect, because there's only one chance I get. and then I'm like, I'm very curious about this. This man's very funny. He has a pink helmet. He's wearing this pink helmet. I don't know. He looks funny. He's a funny man. He's got this like funny, like he's just very confident dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then we start filming him, like someone take the phone and filming him. And like, this is gonna be the first time I bath in water since right today.
No.
That same day it was a Tuesday. Okay. It was a Tuesday. He said it's gonna be the first time I bathe in water since last Thursday.
Ooh. Actually, that's not that bad. That's like what,
Okay.
5 days?
Ooh, yes, it's like 5-6 days. Okay.
Honestly, not as bad as I would have thought.
Okay.
I'm not.
But
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not horrified.
But okay,
Mhm.
on Thursday, he started biking from Eilat.
Oh, what the fuck? Wow. Wow. How much did he bike then, bro?
He says he bikes every day 250 kilometers.
That doesn't make any sense. So how does he do it then? So he doesn't go straight.
No, he doesn't go straight. No. He doesn't have he has like like outdoor bikes, like not the street bikes.
No, I know what you
Yeah.
mean, but that's wild.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that man's legs are fucking iron, pure steel. That
I know.
shit, bro.
Yeah, really is.
Holy crap.
Apparently he's famous, by the way.
Oh,
There's this
so
champion.
you met an influencer?
An influencer, yeah, we got an influencer. There's this competition in Israel of where you go from like Eilat to the Hermon,
Yeah.
or the opposite. It doesn't really matter apparently for some reason. And basically, whoever does it, basically he's like the championship. He's been setting the
It's
records.
like Israel's Tour de France.
Yes, he's been setting the records. He's like apparently
Damn.
that's what he does for life. Like he also goes like international and shit.
Mhm.
Really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any clue what this guy's name is?
Yeah, his name is. He told us. He was like, "Search me up, boys. I am famous."
Well, no wonder he was so confident. By the way,
Yeah, his name is Hancock Redlich.
bro. Redlil?
Redlich.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this name?
Yeah, I know, right?
Some bald dude?
Show
Or
me.
is it somebody else I'm seeing?
You should see it as soon as you like enter on the internet.
There's like Ynet and all.
Yes,
this
exactly.
shit,
This man's
Wow.
absolutely crazy. Like the man.
לא מתקלח, לא מצחצח שיניים. I don't shower and I don't brush my teeth.
Oh wow, dude, he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. But it's insane. He does 250 kilometers in a day.
Yeah, that's wild. That's
And he says he jokingly said so I don't know why he got to this up. He's like don't worry guys, I got a diaper. Wait a second.
then.
And then just before he leaves, he's I speak to I'm speaking to these two girls and I'm like, does he really have a diaper? And then I had to ask him. I'm like, do you really have a diaper? And he's like, I have a pad.
Hey, bro, 250 kilometers? Like, that takes time, bro. There's no time to waste, you know?
There's literally no time to
You
waste.
can't get off, take a shit, bro. Then you gotta get back on. You gotta warm up, you know? You lose your momentum.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, the man's that's literally it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. That's what he does. That's what he does. That's for a living. He has a bunch of articles and shit about him. And he's really good at it. Very, very good.
Wow. I wonder, how old is this man?
I don't know. Probably. I think he's in his late 30s,
Dang,
maybe
bro.
early 30s. Late. There's something in his 30s.
Come on, bro. Why doesn't he have a Wikipedia page?
That's a good question. Maybe he does. Sure, Wikipedia.
Wiki.
Sorry,
This man.
I just spilled water.
This man is not coming up.
No. Dude, that was
I can't see him, no.
that was crazy when I saw talking about him.
But honestly, I don't think the showering thing is that crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not.
Why do you think it's that crazy?
I do shower every day. Just saying, but like, I don't know. Doesn't disgust. I don't find it that nasty. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know.
Bro, I don't shower for like, okay, I don't shower for a day. Fine. 2 days, I'm like I have to shower.
No. Same. Don't get me wrong. But I just feel like if I'm out in nature,
Oh, if you're saying if
like
you're just
in a different environment, I think I'd be more like okay with it.
You know what?
If you're home every day, yeah, come on, bro. Like you haven't
Yeah.
showered in 5 days, you gotta tell me what's wrong. Like, you want to talk to somebody? That's different. But if you're out all the time,
I can understand it. Like, I myself on the first week, or actually no, I can't even say it. I can't even vouch for any of this. But like, I was prepared just not to shower.
Yeah, exactly.
For a week. I mean, I was very lucky. I was
Were you
able
able to shower every day there?
No, the first week I wasn't. The first week I was there for like what 4 nights, 3 nights. I showered one night, because there's been a lot of instances where people like have accepted us into their homes, and usually there you have a chance to shower, and especially the last week I was traveling, where basically because I was behind the season where a bunch of people, there's a lot of people who weren't they were open to invite me into their house, because they weren't taken basically. So I was basically sleeping indoors every night.
Nice.
Yeah, which is pretty cool, but still it's tough. It's really tough. Living out being in the wild, bro. Yeah, it really, you really learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah, what do you learn, Deco?
I mean, honestly, I don't know if I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot when I talked to people. I've met a lot of interesting fellows, and I had a lot of interesting conversations with people. And I feel like those conversations really made me like learn about myself and kind of in things that I didn't know. Like, I had this one conversation. There was this one dude I was with for like 3 days. It was a group. We're with them with our group, but there was one dude that I really liked, and I talked to him a lot about. We talked a lot about we talked a lot of stuff. One of the things we talked about was the personality test.
Yeah. I was waiting for that to come up.
Yeah. He actually explained to me like completely about this different personality test, that the one that's more known. But we also talked to him about like love and relationships and shit, and how I felt in my own relationship, and how he like opened up about how he felt in his own relationship. I feel like there was a lot of growth that happened to me, especially when I speak to these people, because the circumstances of where you're just kind of like walking on the trail and you kind of meet just random people.
Yeah.
And you're in this situation that's a bit, I guess it's not the most comfortable. You're very like getting out of your comfort zone. I think it leads to a lot of like opening up to strangers, because what do you have to lose basically? Because you're in this environment that you're not used to, and you're looking for comfort. And at the same time, these strangers are people you probably won't see ever again. So
I think the cool part, at least like I can say from doing the trip, but more recently from meeting like newer people, is that at least high school and before, for the most part, people you meet are in like the same stages of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like everyone's
correct.
still in school and stuff and all that shit.
Yeah.
But once you leave school, you meet people of all different like ages and like in all different like just going all different like paths and philosophies and like where they're going with their life or what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Totally, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's something I really appreciate. I really appreciated, like, I also appreciated that in school. Like, in school, I had opportunities like that as well, which,
Really.
but it was really like in small size. Like, I don't know, people at the gym I speak
Yeah.
to.
I
That's like one example.
I can tell you, like, for me personally, the one thing that's like been changing is talking to people in very different stages. Mainly, it was I always like associated it a lot with like with age. For example, is like I always thought it'd be very weird to talk with like people who were a lot older than you or a lot younger than you, and like for example in like high school and stuff. Like I wasn't really friends with ever at one point people like in grades above me or grades below me for the most part. But
Mhm.
like now, like it's a lot different, you know. Like I have like friends like a lot of the people, like everyone I've been meeting since high school are all a lot older than me, you know.
Mhm.
So like 3 to 5 years older. I mean like, you know, or more.
And how does that make you feel?
It's the thing is it's not that different, you know. Like there was almost a I don't know how you say it, but like you just think it's like people are a lot. It's still like, you know, just like people.
Mhm.
Like there isn't some crazy thing about age and like the different experiences is what makes like other people more like interesting to talk to, you know.
What do you mean by that?
It's just like people were not the same stage of your life, so like they're
Are the
experiencing different stuff that you're experiencing.
Mhm.
So then you get to like talk to them about that. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's eye opening. Do you feel like we're conditioned to that because of school to look to people who are our own age?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it might just be. I mean, for all, like, who knows? It might just be a human thing in general. But it might be like, you know, be a product of society. Who knows? But I think it's also the type of thing that changes as you leave school. You know,
Mhm.
you get to. I mean, there are people also that while they're in school are like that. You know, that are friends with people from all different ages and, you know, all types of shit. But for the most part, I think it's something that after school you experience.
That's
Because
true.
also in the army you experience it too. Because you start with like meeting people who are a lot older than you, or someone who is like essentially the same age as you, but they're your commander or something. You know,
Yeah.
like at the army, for example, is a place where that really changes, and you realize like the experiences matter a lot more than, you know, just like your age as a number.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, definitely interesting. I think also what's which is interesting is like how our school and our the middle school we attended to was very, very different from the high school in that
Yes.
aspect.
Yes.
And for example, in the middle school, there was a lot of there was a lot people. You really didn't feel that divide of grades. I think maybe because of the school was so
Really?
small.
I don't know about that. I didn't. The school was smaller, so it definitely was a different vibe.
Yeah.
But
I mean, maybe personally not for me,
Mhm.
but we had a lot of classmates who were kind of like just talking with the people below us, a lot of people
Yeah, true.
above us.
True that.
It was a very different vibe, and then for example in our high school, it was like it's like you don't talk to those kids, not really, but like
I mean, some people do.
obviously, but
yeah.
it's just like you don't know,
Yeah.
you don't really care.
Mm-hmm. That's true that. What are you laughing at? What are you looking
I
at?
don't know. I'm looking at you,
what
little
do you-
pussy.
Wow.
How come?
Yes. Say it. Say it. What happened to putting socks on these microphones, huh? Didn't you want to take out the pop filter or whatever it was called?
Oh, the pop. I think I just take that out and edit.
You can take that out and edit.
I don't know, probably not. I mean, first of all, this one already has a pop filter.
Yeah. But is it really a pop filter, or is it like?
That's literally what this what literally what.
No, I know, I know, but I mean like, is it like a Chinese knockoff and it's not really good, or?
I don't know. I don't. To be honest,
I was just curious. I'm not sure.
listen. Honestly, I don't care enough anymore.
Okay, good, yeah.
It's just like I'm not expecting to be the next Joe Rogan.
No, that's probably not gonna happen, huh?
It's just like
No.
gonna go with the flow.
That man is. I'm amazed that he's like able to just like have 3-hour long conversations, and there's like no, there's no dead time. There's nothing.
I mean,
I just don't get it.
It's just, first of all, there's a lot of things that are probably taken out and cut.
No,
Really?
No, it's not cut. Like on Spotify, you can they have a video. You can see the whole thing. It's
Oh.
not he doesn't cut.
Well, this
I
is
mean, it happens here and there,
this
but-
man's job. I mean, he's probably just very good at it.
Yeah, obviously he's very good at it, but it's still crazy. Like he has a lot of really interesting people on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's also different because everyone he has on is like successful and like they all are doing very interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I don't know. I think it's still wild.
Do you think we're not doing interesting stuff?
First of all, compared to them, no, no.
I feel like that's just subjective.
To a certain extent, it is. You're making faces. I feel like you're like at least half fucking with me. To a certain extent, that is true. To a certain extent, like there's a spectrum to it. Yeah, obviously there's things that other people find interesting, but like, come on, a lot of them are definitely doing more interesting stuff than we are doing. I think that is fair to say.
Okay.
I think most of those people, though, they're older, so it makes sense, maybe.
That's true. What, two young guys can't count?
Well, no, you can. You can. I mean, look at the Paul brothers, huh? Living the life. They have their own
They're not so
pod.
young anymore, Well,
Yeah,
they're
they're not
probably
that old. They're like, what, 24?
late 20s, I'm pretty sure.
Come on. I can't. Let's. Which one's the younger one?
The
older one?
Logan Paul is the older one.
Huh, I made you out to seem like a loser because you know what I'm saying.
Shut up. What do you... Oh, because I used to watch Logan Paul. You know that.
Really? I didn't
What
know
do
you
you-
used to watch it.
I used to watch Logan Paul.
I've never seen any of their videos.
I used to watch Logan
anything about
Paul.
them.
I
Yo,
I was...
Paul, 24. Who said it? Me.
Wow, nice. I
he's-
think Logan's probably 2 years above him.
He's
Probably.
from Cleveland, bro?
They're from Ohio.
Yeah. Well,
Cleveland's in Ohio. Okay.
Cleveland's like the only city in Ohio, yeah.
Really?
No, there's a few more. Yeah, and then Logan Paul is 26.
I was on point.
Wow.
I was on point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what was our point, honestly.
I
This
used to be a
whole-
Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a Maverick.
Yikes. Yikes.
What was the point?
No, I keep saying stuff, and then when I end it, I don't remember what my point was.
I don't even know what were we talking about before.
Which Paul did you used to watch? This is what's important.
Logan Paul,
And
obviously.
what was his videos? I don't know what his video. I never watched
His
his video. The only video
videos?
I know anything about was the Japan video. That's the only one I learned anything about.
His videos. Why were we talking about this? Oh, because
Don't-
about the Paul brothers and them being successful as
Yeah.
a podcast. Right,
Yeah.
right. Even though I think it's only Logan Paul, right? Or is it
No,
both of
they're
them?
both successful.
No, I meant
Oh, they did
the
pod? Oh, I don't
podcast.
fucking know which one does it.
I think it's Logan. Logan definitely does. I don't know if.
Sure. I know they both box too. For some reason. Hey, I mean, listen, they make fat bucks out of it. Like, you do you, man.
Mm-hmm. I had a question I wanted to ask you, but I forgot about it. Anyways, Logan Paul's content was basically him fucking with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Either him fucking with other people. That was a lot of his. His videos are basically daily vlogs. So in his daily vlogs, you can't forget fucking with other people, which is one of I hated those parts.
Okay.
Those they weren't funny. They were really stupid. Him.
Yeah, you still watch. Just saying.
I was a maverick, bro.
Yeah. You know what?
I was a maverick.
You're a young lad.
I was a young lad. I was very susceptible to influence. And Aaron, me and Aaron used to watch.
Really?
Yeah, it was me
I
and
remember
Aaron.
he would say Maverick. He would sing the Disney Channel thing a lot. that Disney flow. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. He was
Yeah.
really into that.
Yeah, me and Aaron were really into Logan. We were both Mavericks, and he had what was it? Um,
What does he have?
what did he have? Okay, his content was fucking with people, doing a bunch of crazy shit, crazy like stunts, crazy like I don't like crazy. He's doing a bunch of crazy shit. Like I'm gonna do this and that, and then he does it, and then him like
And then he went to Japan.
yeah, yikes.
Was it him or?
It was him.
Yeah.
It was him. And him basically. Like he was always kind of like about like positivity and like living your best life, bro, and like starting off the day with a bunch of energy. It was kind of like motivating to watch, you know, because he seemed to be living his best life, and he was like, he seemed to be like a happy man. At a certain point, I was just like, this is too cringy. I don't know. I think I just grew out of it. But during while I was watching him, I probably remember this, but our school friend Aurel, she met him while she was in LA. I remember seeing that vlog and literally seeing her sister, and I'm like, holy shit, is that her sister? Holy fuck. And then like the whole group like was talking about it.
I remember. She was like, "Oh my god."
Which was really interesting. I was like, wow. But like at a certain point I just realized he's like fake as fuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is stupid. This is really stupid. Why am I watching this? I think it was also the part I was kind of like realizing I'm just like addicted to watching his videos, and it's just like not because I actually want to watch it, just because I'm just addicted to watching videos.
I never got into those into vlogs and all the cool hipster YouTubers.
I also didn't either, but Logan Paul's vlogs were interesting because the man has a bunch of money. And he literally thinks of crazy shit, and he just does it. So it was kind of entertaining, like in that sense.
No, I can get the appeal. I just don't relate to it.
Yeah, but now it's terrible. Wow, I stopped. Thank God I stopped watching him before the whole Japanese thing.
Oh my god.
Because that would have been really sad.
Yeah, that was rough.
You
know, you grow up.
Yeah.
Maybe,
yeah. But yeah, that was really stupid. Like after that, I realized this man.
I mean, he's a kid. You know, like he definitely definitely back then. That was a few years ago now. Like he was a kid. Doing dumb shit like that.
He was
going to like Japan.
24 when this happened. 23.
Really?
Yeah. Right now he's 26, and it was 2-3 years ago.
No, it was more at this point, wasn't it?
No, it's 2-3 years.
Listen, time is weird to me.
Okay, maybe Logan, maximum 4. Maximum 4. That means he was 22.
Paul, Japan. It's Logan Paul, yes.
Yeah, I think it was 2019.
Wow, it seems to have been 2017 or 2018. Let's see.
Oh. Okay, so maybe
nicknames. The Maverick.
4 years. So yeah, 4 years.
Where's this shit? No, there's no controversial thing here. That's bro. Paul has English, Irish, Scottish, Welsh, German, and get this, Jewish ancestry. Yes, sir.
Really?
Represent.
What a disgrace to our race,
bro. Where the fuck is this shit?
I think he did everything. He deleted everything, but the whole situation was really stupid. Like he's like uploaded an apology video.
You ready for this shit I just found?
What?
In February 2019, Paul claimed that he has long-term brain damage, which he sustained from playing high school football. He claims it affects his ability to have empathy and a human connection with others. Interesting.
Very interesting.
In February 2021, Paul announced that he was moving to Puerto Rico.
Stop it.
Listen, he's living his own life.
Listen, stop. He's too much.
I just want to say it's a little fishy that I can't find the Japan thing.
I mean, it probably got people to go and delete shit off the internet.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here it's on December 31st, wow. Right in the end of the year. Ending off the year with a high note. December 31st, 2017. So it happened in 2018, yeah. 3 years ago now. Well, almost 4 years ago.
Yeah, almost 4 years ago.
Yeah, so he was 22.
That man's 22. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know.
He
It's crazy.
dumbass.
22 is still young though. Like there's a lot of
How can
I don't. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
bro's 22?
Bro, he was 22.
Saw a dead body. Let me film it, lol.
Yeah.
I just,
That is wild. That's
people learn from their mistakes. Yeah, dude, I hate it. The whole. I mean, I love sending you those videos that like them impersonate, make fun of all the apology videos.
yeah.
Cause he also that apology video.
That's amazing that he.
Sorry, and he
It's
like,
amazing he came back from that. It's amazing.
bro.
Someone says gay. Oh my God, burn him. But he got out somehow. He did it. He's back.
I mean, yeah.
Listen, him, his PR team, both, whoever it is. I mean, hats off to them, bro. That's impressive.
I mean, listen, you can't kill him off.
I'm not saying kill him off, but like, I don't know. People
Take a hit. He took a hit. No,
in
he,
the beginning, he's they're fine. They're doing it better than ever now with their whole boxing shit.
oh yeah, no, for sure.
Their boxing is insane, bro.
Yeah,
It really took off.
yeah.
You know?
But I mean, also it's kind of like sad. Like the end, he's gonna continue, and people are gonna probably just like forget about this whole thing.
I think it's fairly forgotten.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah, it's not.
Man, at this point,
it's not really mentioned.
it's really stupid. It's really stupid. I'm very glad KSI won. Let's go KSI. Where are my KSI fights?
2?
I think so too. The first one was like a draw, and the second
Yeah.
one KSI won.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Good for KSI.
Good for KSI. Yeah.
From
You know, by the way, speaking of KSI, the Sidemen have very funny shit going on apparently
I see some of their shit sometimes. I know it's good.
about their like the dating stuff. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah. It's
Where like
fun, it's
there's
amusing.
they like fuck with girls. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Speaking of women,
Yes.
they're just so annoying.
Well, tell me, Deco, what happened?
All right, I think that's the end of the podcast.
Oh, okay then. Nice. Okay. Wow.
End
it off with a cliffhanger.
yes.
Woman,
Cliffhanger.
am I right?
Hmm?
Am I right?
Yes.
That's it. That's how you.
You know, I saw a comment. You know the movie? I just found about this movie today called Hancock.
Sounds familiar.
It's a movie about Will Smith,
Mm-hmm.
main character. Apparently, he's like a superhero. Like he has superpowers and
Okay.
shit. And basically, like, like what he's like trying to find his place in the world, and he doesn't like remember what the hell remember what is going on. He doesn't know what his identity is and where his superpowers came from, and he's just trying to figure out like what like he like just wants like, and he's like lonely because like if people like they fear him and shit.
Yeah.
And it's kind of he's like lives in a side existence. It's an interesting movie. And then who is this secondary character? I can't forget, but he's also a famous actor. Anyways, there is this, and then he meets this woman who's also super powerful like him, and they're like, and then they're like, he's like, oh, you know what we are, because he's like trying to figure out who he is, and then I don't know, like whatever. She like doesn't want like to speak with him. Apparently, he has the concept. I'm gonna spoil this for you.
Go ahead.
Okay. The concept of this is that like apparently they like live like they're like immortal and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and they've lived a long time. Apparently like his past life he saved her, and in him saving her he like has amnesia and forgot everything. And then she just like doesn't bother explaining anything to him, and she's basically like, just leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe what you did to me, and he has no idea what the fuck he did to her because he doesn't remember anything.
Yeah.
And they start like there's just like the scene where like they battle because he called her crazy,
Yeah.
and she's like, you just call me crazy, and basically she just like creates a thunderstorm and like basically kills people, but like you don't obviously see that because
Yeah.
it's a PG
Yeah.
PG-13. And then there's a comment that's like, gosh, fucking all he did was call her crazy, whips up a thunderstorm and kills off 80 people. Woman, am I right?
Woman though.
Woman.
Were we going to say something, or was that just
No.
No, that was just.
It's just hard, you know. It's a hard life.
Sure.
Pleasing the woman, you know.
Whoa. Yeah.
You know, you always gotta please them. You always gotta please them. What do you do when you can't please your woman?
Ooh. Go to your local adult store.
No, not like that.
I know. Find a wand. I don't know. In what way? In what way?
You know, it's just like where's the
Can't
boundaries?
The bound. I feel like you're jumping from thing to thing here. I don't know what you're saying.
Woman.
What do you mean? Okay, but
I think this is a great topic for our next podcast.
okay, sure.
And we'll leave it
sure.
right there.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just me rambling on. Okay.
It's kind of sus. Trying to. This is part of the process of convincing yourself you're gay, so you can marry the love of your life.
Exact. There you go.
See, I figured it out. That's the problem with women. Really, we're all supposed to be gay.
Amen, brother.
Tell me I'm wrong. Someone show me the facts. They don't exist.
This has been your boy.
The
Deco.
Earth would be a better place if all humans were gay.
Ah,
Then we would die off.
We die
And
off.
the Earth would be a better place.
Exactly.
Just shower thoughts, you know?
This has been your Slice and Spice podcast. I feel like that's not our outro. What is our outro?
I don't think we really have an outro. I think we just kind of,
Wing it.
yeah, you know, finish. You know. We're all adults here.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do it at the same time?
I don't know what we're doing.
Finishing.
Yeah. It's always good to finish together.
Finish together.
In unison.
Okay.
Together we finish.
I feel like the last half of this podcast has just been talking about random shit.
Yeah, but that's good, you know? I think it's
Yeah?
quality content.
Quality content.
Quality content.
I know, like your last podcast was like the apex.
I don't remember last pod. What did we
reviewed Dune, and then we talked about
anagrams?
anagrams.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we had a very philosophical discussion.
Yeah, I don't know. It was more structured. It definitely was more structured.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of our pods are, though.
Not exactly.
More structured than this, I would say.
Not exactly.
No? You don't think so?
I feel like you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I should have brought a little question.
You prefer the more structured one?
I like the more structured ones.
Yeah.
I feel like the last podcast, like after that we reviewed Dune, which is I like the review we did. It was a good review. And then afterwards we had like a very philosophical discussion, and it was nice.
But Deco, if we need all the structure, how are we gonna be the next Joe Rogan, Deco? He doesn't need no structure, Deco.
I feel like sometimes we fuck around and then we don't really get to the
meat,
to the meat,
juice.
to the juice, exactly.
What meat and juice are you talking about?
Your meat.
Well, that's I think that's a good place to
end.
Yeah.
Okay. This has been the Slice and Spice podcast.
Hope you enjoyed.
Hoping you enjoyed listening or not. See you later.
They can't see you smile.
They can't see me smile?
No.
I can feel myself smile though. Do I smile for other people or for myself?
That's a great philosophical question for next time.
For next time, yeah. Okay, bye.